Hi, everybody. I don't even know why I'm using this microphone. I gotta be honest. Yeah, probably not. But it makes me feel important, and that's the important thing. So, anyways, come over here so I feel less awkward. I'm just gonna diss this for now. I love this store. I discovered it like a year ago. I was playing with Everyone Orchestra, if any of you guys have ever heard of that. Yes? No? It's cool. It's this guy, Matt Butler, and he just gets whatever musicians he can find together and they improvise all night and he conducts them. And it's awesome. But that's besides the point. We were getting breakfast at Funk and Waffles right around the corner, and I was bored, and I just went for a walk and accidentally found this store and walked in, and they had all these beautiful guitars. And I love it here, so I'm happy they had me back, and I get to pretty much, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to goof around, and it might be good. I don't know. And thank you for coming and being okay with that. And I you know, it's the holidays, so I got my little Santa bag here with some like little treats for people. We'll get to that. And I brought way more than people that are here, so you're all getting stuff. It doesn't even really matter at this point. But anyways, I'm just going to kind of goof around and make stuff up for a little bit. And then we'll talk, because I'm a dork and all I really know how to talk about is guitars. And I'm already going to play a whole show all night tonight anyways, so I would rather just goof around and hang out with you guys. If anybody has questions or anything. My favorite questions get better prizes as incentive for question asking. But for now, I'm just going to screw around, and yeah.
That'll help. First step.
That's how you know I know what I'm doing. All right. obviously wasn't a song. It was just me screwing around. There's more people here now, and I know a lot of you, which makes me feel really comfortable. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Eli. Hey, that's Eli. He's playing keyboards in Dopapod tonight. You should go say hi. I wish we had a keyboard.
I know.
I'd be a lot less sweaty right now if there was another instrument playing with me. But this is great. Thank you all for being here. Intermittently, does anybody have any questions or anything? Does anybody want to ask anything? Don't feel weird. I know it's a little bit like when people bring their parents into school and they have to talk about their job and nobody cares about their job. So, but if anybody wants to ask a question, I'll give you some free shit.
What do you got, Dave?
Dave, yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, man. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So when you're preparing a piece that you're singing and playing on,
Yeah.
is maybe like a little bit outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
How do you approach just going at that? Is it just practice, 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 practice?
Yeah.
Practice?
It never gets any easier.
That's
I just get more okay with the work ethic process of it. So, like, I know one. I mean, I can't get into really finite details, but one example of one that took like forever was, well, a really easy, seemingly easy one. It's a really simple song, but when you put the two things together, it was almost, it took me forever to get it, was just the chorus in Mucho and playing.
That's actually what that's so interesting you brought that up, because I was listening to MKDevo. How the hell is it?
Well, I'm going to see if I can talk to you while I do this. On MKDevo, obviously, we played it instrumentally and then put in vocals later, so no big deal. But Eli was in the room. I was in Eli's parents' house while we were writing this, and I was like, give me like half an hour to work on this. So other people will work on other stuff, and I'll disappear for a while and sort of work on the multitasking. So I'll probably fuck it up now, but... Propósito de la vida es simple. Pasar un buen rato hasta que te mueras. I'm not done. Vive la vida en el momento presente. Simplemente salir y pasar un buen rato junto. That seems really simple, but that took a long time.
Yeah,
maybe an hour.
Usually
You don't have to clap. It's okay. But yeah, that was another one, and I know, I guess it was harder earlier on. Maybe I've gotten a little bit better at it, but it's still not easy. Give It a Name was a really hard one. Both of the songs we're talking about, by the way, are songs that were written by that guy over there. I help. Tired, looking neat. Take it home and talk to it. So, the things that make them really harder are when the guitar part has a lot of rests in it.
Right.
When there's gaps in it. If I'm going like, one that you would think would be hard that's really easy is in like one of our newer songs, Confabulation. At the end when I'm going... If you wanna take a look inside my head, I'll meet you there. That one's easy because this is on autopilot.
I find that if the right hand is like not doing anything crazy or again like no rests,
Or if it's repetitive,
right, then it's okay.
then it's easy. So yeah, and you know, and then I try my best, and if I'm not doing that good of a job, typically I keep working on it until I don't have to think about it anymore. But like when we first started playing Mucho live, I would kind of like turn my volume down in the chorus, or like play quieter so that people couldn't really tell that I wasn't, you know, it wasn't that bad, but like not good enough for me.
Right.
So yeah. What do you, Dave? What of Dopapod merch? What would you like if you could have anything?
You know, actually, I don't have a T-shirt yet.
We don't have any T-shirts.
That's okay.
Because I didn't know the sizes of the people who would be coming here today.
That's true. I could use a hat too.
I don't have hats either.
That's fine.
All right. Dude,
I was small. Whatever.
here, take this. Vinyl? You want a
That'd be
vinyl?
awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah. By the way, Dave and Amanda over here have been seeing Dopapod since what, 2009, 2010?
Somewhere in there
In Oneonta.
at the club.
And tonight's my 90th show.
Give it up for Amanda, 90 shows. That's pretty cool.
That's nothing. How about Dave? Where you at?
Dave, what show are you at right now?
98 tonight.
98.
Just kidding. That's not.
Hey, you guys should really, that's my mom and dad that just walked in too, so you should give them a hand. Hi, Mom and Dad. On that note, maybe I'll play a little more. Cool? Should I sing something or should I just keep making shit up instrumentally? What do you guys think? Both? Mixture of both? Do one and the other. Okay, cool. I haven't done this one in a little while, and I don't know if I remember the words, but I'm going to try it anyways. Why you do this to me, Carolina? You're making me lose my mind. But only just a minute ago, we were having such a nice time. Why you do this to me, Carolina? I only want to give you my love, but you won't let me give it to you now that push has come to shove. I met you at the spa, and I thought you were great. And I was eating escargot and tanning, and you were in the mud bath trying to exfoliate. But now I know that you're a man eater. A man eater. I don't understand it, Carolina. I guess I just got carried away. I must have just had too much sangria on your birthday. Oh, why go through the trouble, Carolina, to make me feel like I stood a chance? Why toy with my emotions and make me think it ended in romance? I told you I would sing you a song so I could steal your heart. And I played all your favorite Beatles covers, and you sat right beside me singing all the harmony parts. And now I know that you're a man eater. A man eater. A man eater. A man eater. Good. So, since this isn't a real show, I can waste time and tell you guys about what that song's about and why I wrote it, which is kind of funny. How many of you have heard us play that song before? Okay, at least enough to like care about what it's about. Hi, Mom. I wrote this song. In case none of you didn't know, I'm from Rochester, like hour and 20 minutes away. I grew up there. I don't live there anymore, but yeah, it's a wonderful place. And I wrote that song in my living room while my mom was like on the computer. She was
There's actually been a lot of songs I've written where my mom was like 20 feet away. I don't know why. And that's an especially weird one to have written in front of your mom because it's about being interested in a girl who like leads you on and then totally just like shuts you down. That's what it was about. I think we were down in Florida and she was really nice to me and then just shut down like so hard. And I was bitter, so I wrote a song. That was actually her name too. And then I eventually played it for her like 2 years later and she loved it. But that's what it's about, and we were down in like Miami, so I wanted it to kind of sound like Girl from Ipanema, if you've ever heard that song. I literally got out a jazz reel book and like ripped off the key change from the verse to the chorus. And so that's what that song's about. And with songwriting, I'm and Eli can attest to this, a very extremely self-conscious writer. Yeah. And why is there Stevie Wonder harmonica playing at the time? I don't mind it, it's great. But so whenever I write something, it has to be kind of funny so that it's like, I'm kind of like, if I'm making fun of myself already, then nobody else is allowed to. So it's kind of like a defense mechanism. There always has to be like something kind of funny in it. So that one, the chorus is, so now I know that you're a man eater. You know, like a succubus, like from South Park. Like, she's just not good, you know? Anyways, that's what that one's about. Does anybody else have another question? I see a hand over there.
She didn't turn out to be a man, though?
No. No, that was a really good question.
Not
No.
Don't waste it on.
Come here.
sit on your lap?
There's two, no, those, you can't have all of them, but there's 2 tickets for the show. He said, can I sit on your lap? Come here, little boy. Oh, see, that was nice. That's good. Sharing is caring. Yeah. One more question. Does anybody else have another question? Amanda, hi. The Strat?
Yeah, the Mulan.
That's a really funny story. So, I don't have it here right now, but I have another guitar that's essentially a Strat, but made by this company Maloon in Korea. And they've built a couple of Chuck's basses, and they've given me 2 guitars that are both wonderful. But they sent me this Strat that I've been using a lot. And its name is Marissa Tomei. And there's a funny story behind it. The guitar was when they asked me what I wanted, and they built guitars for this other guy who's most of you probably haven't heard of him, but he's a very, very famous session guitar player named Michael Thompson. So I was like, I want the neck to be like what I saw Michael Thompson talking about there was a YouTube video where he's talking about the guitar that they made for him, and they were like, okay. And then I got the guitar, and I think they just took one of his guitars and took the neck off of it and put it on mine because the initials MT are just on it, on the 12th fret. Now, I don't have all the time in the day to explain to all of you what I just did. Like, I can't tell everybody, like, well, it's this guy Michael Thompson and the blah, blah, blah. So I've always had a thing for Marissa Tomei, and she has the same initials. So I just tell them, the guitar's name is Marissa Tomei, so of course the initials MT are on the 12th fret. So its name is Marissa Tomei.
I noticed you were playing Marissa Tomei the first set, then Amelia the second set, and then the encore with Marissa Tomei again.
Last night?
Last night.
Yeah, I'm pretty back and forth lately, because I love them both, and I can't make up my mind. Amanda, what do you want?
I don't know.
I feel like you own everything that we have already.
I want a shirt for him.
I don't have shirts.
Can I have a show?
What?
Can I have a show?
She's hardballing you.
Ooh. Okay. All right. You got a deal. Come find me and come to the merch booth during the show. Well, not while I'm playing, obviously, but
You guys probably have plenty of small and mediums or whatever you wear anyway, so.
Yeah, we got you. Actually, we might not. I think we're kind of out of merch right now, but I'm not positive.
It's okay.
Oh, Eli left. I can't look at him for assurance anymore. It's okay. All right, I'm going to play a little more, and I don't know, I'm going to goof around roughly with Georgia on my mind, I guess, because why not? I don't know. Probably should have learned how to play that before I did it, but, you know.
We didn't know.
Okay, all right. I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to do, because I never get to do this, I'm going to do a fish song, because you have a fish shirt on.
That's my preference.
And I also haven't played this in a really long time, and probably am going to mess it up.
Do I get to choose this fish song?
No. You'd be surprised how few fish songs I actually know how to play. Some of them. Okay. Well, I'll give it my best shot here. threads of twine, entangled in the remnants of the night I left behind, and asking me to help me make it finally unwind. But God never listens to what I say. God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray. And when the line is breaking, and when I'm near the edge, and all the time spent bleeding, I've been following instead. And all my thoughts and memories are left hanging by a thread. God never listens to what I say, and God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray. Stranded on this slender string, the minutes seem to last a lifetime, hanging up above the blue below, that break beyond that drags me down. God never listens to what I say, and God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray. I probably should have picked a happier Fish song, but
Yeah, play Yum.
what?
Play Yum.
I don't know really how to play them.
Wait, Dave likes fish too?
Cool. Any questions, anybody? Yeah, go for it.
So, like, creative-wise, do you have anything that you do, like, when you know you want to write music, or you feel like everything's kind of spontaneous, or, like, you have a ritual for writing music or anything?
Well, no. Eli would be a better person to ask about that, but What I can say is that if you want to up your odds of writing good songs, is that you need to write every day and be okay with writing bad ones. Because then the more bad ones you write, the more likely it is that there's some good ones. If you only write when you're sure it's going to be a good one, you'll write a song like every 2 years.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a lot of songs that you don't even know are good songs until the rest of your band gets their hands on them, or until they sit around for a year and you finally like think of maybe there's another tune that's sitting around that's not that good in your opinion, but if you put them together they make a good song, things like that. And I could tell you, like, Eli, if you saw his computer and how many demos he has, eons. Like, he writes every day. I don't. I should. And it's something we talk about a lot, you know. But I think that's kind of the secret. I think there is like a regimen thing involved. I don't know what it is yet.
It's not wake up, coffee, you know.
For me,
swim.
I have a regimen, but it's devoted to guitar playing. It's not, you know. Yeah, and I know somebody told me with that, and I'm sure writing is similar, that, and they told me this when I was really young at like a guitar camp. He said, practice, like, find the time of day that it feels right to practice. Don't just be like, you know, well, it's logical to practice in the morning. Like, if you feel inspired at 2 o'clock in the morning, practice at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what I did as a kid. Not a kid, but like, you know, like just out of high school, teenager. Like, I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning playing guitar. My dad yelled at me once. He was like, he was like, what would you think if I was swinging golf clubs down here at 2 o'clock in the morning? Do you remember that, Dad? He's like, no, I was half asleep. I don't remember. Can I play another one for you guys where it's a good example of it sat around for a year and then I finally figured out how to finish it? So I'll explain it before I play it. And we play this one a lot lately, but the middle section speeds up a lot, and I really liked it. Well, maybe I'll just play it and then I'll talk about it, because then it'll make more sense. But here you go. This one's called Garbage Man. Sorry, it sounded like that note. Okay. I could have made it as a big shot in the real world if I'd played my cards. If I had been a bit more grown up as a child, life wouldn't be so hard. But it's just a sad reminder for a has-been, 'cause in actuality all that I do is pick up your bags of trash and take them somewhere where the smell won't bother you. Because the world needs garbage men too. Every morning I am up before the sunlight, before your day's begun, just to grab your table scraps and old belongings and take them to the city dump. It's a dirty job, but someone's gotta do it, or at least I think that's how the saying goes. But it really doesn't matter, 'cause I gotta make a living, and I know that the world needs garbage men too. Some days I have a vision that I'm driving a big red car, and I got a lotto ticket that's worth millions, and a great big apartment down on Sunset Boulevard. Maybe it's not too got time. Maybe I could go somewhere and find a new beginning. Nothing's gonna bring me down, except the world needs garbage man too. When that bell goes off, I know my shift is over. So I swipe my cards, and at the end of every week I get a paycheck. It's actually rather large, and I feed my wife and kids with every penny. Every now and then I'll go out to the bar, and I know I've been complaining, so what I'm about to say might seem a bit bizarre. But the world needs garbage man too. Yeah, the world needs garbage man too. So the middle part that's faster with the ascending things, like that part came at the very end. The rest of it I wrote a year before that, maybe even longer, and it just sat around. It didn't do anything. And then I added that. I finally just kind of figured it. It wasn't even that I figured out, like, this is what's going to work perfectly. I just had to come up with something, you know? And that's another important lesson that I took a couple of lessons with one of my favorite guitar players in the world, Wayne Krantz. Does anybody know Wayne Krantz? He's amazing. And I asked him about writing music, and he said that it's rare that you actually have this thing in your head and you're like, I know exactly what I want. A lot of times you just need to get it done. And he's like, look, man, like nothing that it's not Beethoven here, so just like finish it and don't take yourself too seriously. Just come up with something to finish it. It doesn't matter if it's not like, if you don't have like the Dewey Cox, like walk hard, you know? Like the revelation where you're like, that's it, that's what I've been missing. Just finish it, you know? And so I think that's an important thing, you know? Just slug it out. I think it's rare that you get those moments as a player, like as a guitar player and as a writer. It's rare that you get those moments where it's like 100% sheer satisfaction, you know? You can't count on them. The rest of the time you're just trying your best, you know? And so the sooner you accept that, then the sooner you just have fun and write songs and get better at whatever instrument you play. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho! Treats from Santa's bag. You want a record?
I have the record.
You have the record. You want a CD? Do you have all the CDs?
I don't have all the CDs.
What albums do you not have? What do I have in here?
CD.
Our manager just handed me a bunch of stuff, so. Do you want a Drawn Onward? Do you have Drawn Onward?
Don't have Drawn Onward.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Now you got Drawn Onward.
You're gonna love Drawn Onward. That's a good album.
It's a great record.
So,
I don't think
you've been raising your hand and I keep missing you, so before I forget, I want to, what do you got?
I keep changing my mind about what question I want to ask.
Okay, you can ask all of them if you want. It's to take the pressure off, man.
I guess the most recent question is, of all the songs on your newest album on MKDevo, which has been the longest in the making?
Well, what songs are on MKDevo again?
it's gonna be turn by turn.
Turn by Turn's been around a long time, actually.
That's the point for
Yeah, we wrote that with Scotty, our old drummer in the band, and then brought it back when Neil came in the band and changed it around a little bit.
debuted in Philly.
Did we?
I think that was in Brooklyn Bowl, right?
I don't know. Oh, well, we brought it back with Neil at Brooklyn Bowl.
You did it with Scotty in Philly, yeah.
In Philly?
I remember you guys playing at Brooklyn Bowl and being like, what is this? I know this song.
Yeah. Well, another one, because Fun fact, there's about twice as many songs recorded and finished as there actually are on Mega Jam that we're just saving.
That might be the case.
And
A secret at any point? Or?
what? No, I don't think so. You know. But so one of them that we recorded is this song Super Bowl, which I love, and that one took forever to write. It just took forever to get it the way we liked it. You know. It's not really a play it by yourself kind of tune.
I did Peach Fest. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I don't have a slide with me, but I could play faux slide with my little pedals and everything here that I forgot I even had.
His questions, can you tell us what that song's about?
Super Bowl?
Yeah. After his questions.
Yeah.
And all that.
That's yeah. Throw me a slide.
Brass glass.
Glass.
Oh man. Oh yeah, it's a guitar store.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are we talking about here?
Now that one's gonna be.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's fine, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
All day.
I have a really weird time playing with distortion on when I'm not playing with a band.
We all do.
Isn't it weird? You just feel like a dick.
Should we put the album on the speaker?
Just desperately trying to play in sync with myself on some recording that's not even in rhythm.
Keep up with this guy.
I'm gonna turn my volume down so I don't play like a wuss. Okay, so anyways, it goes like this. Sorry, I'm gonna start it over again. Yeah, you know, and you know, it's pretty naked right now, and we're using a slide. I'm not used to it all, and slide playing's only Derek Trucks is good at it. So, but I try my best, you know. Oh, what was Super Bowl about? Who asked that? Okay, Super Bowl is. I gotta think.
Do you want me to sing it to you?
No. So this kind of an involved story, but that song's actually part of an attempt that we kind of made at like making like kind of like a concept thing.
Yes.
And
Seems time travel.
yeah, it's in there in a few songs, and it was like a whole plot. And I get it's so I can't,
Which other song?
I can't. Oh God, I'll get to that. But I feel so weird about it, you know, because it's such like a sci-fi dorky thing. Like I have trouble even like I didn't even tell the other guys in the band that there was a concept. Like we just like I was like I got these lyrics, and then I was like, by the way, it's this rock opera about time travel, and they were just like nerd, and I was like, you know, like it just feels dweeby, but it's about. Fuck, I don't even want to tell you. It's so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
So
These people are all into Dopapod.
it's about an inventor in like, you know, turn of the century when like telephones and everything and communication are being invented, and he invents a time machine and goes to present day and sees everybody with these weird fucking little boxes that have lights on them, shining stones that seem to tell the future.
Technology boxes, if you will.
Yeah, that one's not part of the whole thing, but so it's about that, and I think that's about the gist of it. And then other songs that are kind of a part of that are Tot, T-O-T.
Yeah.
That's the first one that's about that,
I wish
actually.
you guys didn't play.
That's the first song that's about that whole thing, and then Super Bowl is like an extension. That was the first time where I didn't have any content to write lyrics with, and I was like, well, what if I just keep writing about the same stuff I wrote that song about? Like, it was really just a necessity. Like, I wanted lyrics for this song, and I was like, okay. So those two, and then this one we don't really play anymore called Made a Design.
Oh, yeah.
And
Except Eli teases it a lot.
he does, yeah. He really wants to play it again. I want to play it again too. And
It's 2 votes.
we'll do it tonight. What was it? I made a design, traveled through time, gives me a glimpse of what's to come. There you go. That was it. And then I think there's some that we've never even played in front of people. We just wrote them and then might have never even learned how to play them. That are part of the whole thing too. Someday I want to do it. I want to finish
you guys
it.
putting out a sci-fi concept album. Just saying.
Yeah.
I guess
I buy it.
Yeah, writing a rock opera with that's not like Fish at all. Cool. Oh, did you have more questions?
Oh yeah. So I see you play this Gibson guitar sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a small hollow body with the weird headstock,
Mhm.
Firebird. How does that compare to your hollow body too?
They're a lot more different than you would think.
Really?
Way different. The PRS is really bright and a little harder to play because the strings are stretched tighter, the scale length. And it's a really honest sounding guitar. It's not very gainy and like aggro. Aggro is a word I use to describe the Gibson. It's very ballsy and it's very mid-rangey and bassy, and it's super, almost too easy to play. It's so easy to play that it's kind of hard to play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It gets away from you, and then if you're not careful, you're like, oh my god, I just played way more notes than I needed to play. You know what I mean? So I haven't been using it much lately because it's also, as much as I love it, it's like a very special guitar to me. It's not quite as reliable or stable as this one is, or my Strat. If it's a bad day of weather, sometimes you're like, oh no. So, yeah. All right. What do you want for prizes from Santa's bag, huh? You asked 2 questions, so you get a record. Is that okay? All right. There you go. Give it up for him. What's your name?
My name's Sam.
Sam. Should I play a little more?
Yeah.
I've been talking for too long, I know. I'm just gonna wing something again.
Giant steps.
Anyways, there you go, giant steps. That's the best I can probably do over that.
How many times have you got an audience request of Giant Steps?
I don't know.
Wait, more than one then?
I think it's happened before. People ask for Donna Lee sometimes. Yeah. I'm not going to try and play I'll totally butcher it in front of you guys. Yeah. All right. Let me think of something to make up here. Yes. Can you hear everything okay, by the way? Good. Do you got a question?
I have a question,
I
yes.
can't believe you have a question.
If there were one song that you had to name that you would be most proud to have written, either yourself or as a band, Dopapod, what song would that be?
You're staring at me so intensely. Right off the top of my head, I really like Super Bowl. I felt like there was a lot of teamwork involved, you know? And it took so fucking long to write that it was like when we finally like cracked it, like the work paid off. And so that one, and I remember feeling really good about Present Ghosts when we first wrote it. Like we had sort of like stopped being complicated just to be complicated, and everything that was in that song actually like made the song better rather than just making it impressive. So I think that was the thing for me.
Okay.
So yeah, those two are ones that stick out. The ones that are like really complex, I like, but I think they're more fun to play than I think they're great songs. I think they're just really fun to play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love another one that Eli wrote that I've always like really loved is My Elephant versus Your Elephant. You know, and then a lot of like the mellower ones. Those are the ones that are really are cool to me. You know, what mellow songs do we have? We have like 3. Starfish. I love Starfish. Yeah, Mucho. For me personally, and I wrote this forever ago, but Royce Road was like the first time I wrote a song where I like felt really good about it. You guys want to? I can play that for you. Can I play that? I'll play a solo Royce Road. I wrote that song for my mom, who's somewhere over there. There she is. Yeah. Hi, Mom. And I need lots of reverb and delay. More. Ah, there we go. All right. Cool. Yeah. Dave, should I even... You own everything we have.
Yeah.
Oh, another mellow one I noticed because of your shirt. Whale is another one we were all really proud of. Yeah.
And when am I gonna hear that song?
Yeah.
It's been
What the
so
heck?
long. At least for
Tonight,
me.
maybe.
I don't know.
2019. I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe probably not tonight, but maybe at the New Year's run or something. I don't know.
I'll see you there.
One more question if anybody has one, and if not, yeah.
What's the best lesson you ever got?
The best lesson I ever got,
Most memorable lesson.
like in a musical sense, or
No, for your bad music.
from my dad. I can't. The mom and dad lessons are deep. I don't know if I could get into that with you right now, but they're major.
If you could say one thing to a 21-year-old rock.
Oh shit. It's I don't think it's anything that people wouldn't realize themselves if in a matter of time, but just how much more important it is to have fun than to even be good at it. Because if you're having fun, then you feel like playing, and the more that you play, and the more interested you are in everything that there is to learn, then it doesn't even feel like you're working. You're just having fun. And even if you don't get that great, like, first off, there's nowhere anybody's trying to get with if there's no end game. So as long as you're having fun doing it, then mission accomplished. I think we spent a long time being really hard on ourselves and thinking about where we wanted to get. I'm still answering. Hold on. And then the older we get, the more we realize how, if you're not careful, you're trying to get someplace and you're missing where you already are the whole time. So just have fun, enjoy it. That's probably the most important thing I could get. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dean,
I fucked him up.
What are you talking about?
It's okay.
Is that it? There is no
It
question?
wasn't actually my fault.
You guys don't get any prizes. You get a prize. What do you want? Cool.
Thanks, Santa.
Oh, ho. Take a sticker, too. There's a sticker for you. All right. I want to play one more, and then we'll call it an evening. Is that okay with all of you guys?
Oh, yeah.
How long have I even been doing this right now?
1 hour, 2 minutes.
Oh, perfect. That's what I said I was going to do. What? Oh, Dad. You, young man.
You're obviously an accomplished guitar player. Could you just play an old rock and roll song?
What a dick.
Something like Cream or something. I don't know. Yeah, some old rock and roll classic.
All right.
Old Man by Neil Young. That's what I
All right. No, I'm going to play Nightmare Before Christmas by Danny Elfman
Yeah.
instead. Because it has like 9 million chords in it, and it's more fun. Unless you guys want me to play a really simple rock song. I'm sure I could think of something. Do you guys want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's this?
What's this? I don't know the rest.
That was enough.
Disclaimer, I'm gonna mess this one up. It's really hard. There are few who deny it. What I do, I am the best. For my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises in the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little flutter of my ghost-like charms, I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have set the very bravest off their feet. It's the same routine, and I've grown so weary of the sound of screams. And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. Or somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never known. I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal, no man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitation. But who here could ever understand that the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin would tire of his crown if they only understood? He'd give it all up if we only could. Oh, there's an empty space in my bones that calls out to something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears. That's Danny Elfman's like, I think that's like the best music ever written. So I had to end with that, and it's Christmas time, so you know. But anyways, thank you for coming, guys.
Thank you.
I didn't think anybody was gonna come to this. I'm gonna be totally honest. So I love you guys very much, and you give me warm, fuzzy feelings, and I'll see you guys at the show tonight. Actually, I gotta think of something here. Ho, ho, ho.
Where's the show?
Oh, the Westcott Theater. I thought everybody knew that already. How about this? If anybody here can answer me who does the voice of Jack Skellington in Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll give you 2 tickets to the show. Everybody's looking at their phones. Too hard of a question.
Yeah, you gotta step it down.
The answer is Danny Elfman, who wrote all the music, and also did the music to Ghostbusters. What's a good quiz question? What does the guy who played the Green Ranger in Power Rangers do for a living now? You sound confident. Do you already have tickets for tonight? Ah, oh, son of a bitch. All right, I'll give you tickets to the show. You got 2 free tickets.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. You can pawn them off if you want. But anyways, thank you so much, guys.
Hey, Rob, I already have tickets, but could you sign those?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet. Come on. That's great.
Thank
you so much.
I didn't even. I noticed I had a Sharpie right in the same pocket as
Thank you so much.
You're the best. Thank you so much.